What's up, guys? We're gonna be playing some Poly, the zombie game. Obviously, we're gonna choose a different map though. Right? Arena 4. Okay, we'll try this one. Difficulty. I'm level 96, so I can only do apocalypse right now. So, let's run. But no, I mean, you know, interesting stuff. Like, completely off topic. It's more about like life. You know, life advice. Life advice for new people. Life, life is like a game. You either play to win, or you play to lose. And the people that lose don't try in life. But the winners are the ones that try. And you might say, oh, I was one of the losers, but I tried. Did you try hard enough? Did you give everything 120%? 120% effort? Did you? That's what you're supposed to say. Before you say, oh, I tried my hardest. Did you? Did you physically go out of your way to try your hardest in life? I mean, this is like motivational here. But like, if you don't, if you try something and it doesn't work out, that's fine. But don't give up on it. Keep trying. The more you try, the more you're likely to keep going and succeeding. Now you might say, "Oh, but I'm scared if I keep going, I'll fail." Failure is fine. What's not fine is saying I'm too scared to fail. Failure is in everything in life. It is. No matter what you do, failure is there. No matter what you try to do, you will eventually fail. But here's the thing with that: it's not about how bad you fail. It's not. It's about if you fail, can you get back? Can you go back to doing what you were doing? Can you go back and try it again? Now we all seen the meme of Gambler, right? Like, or the diamond miners, where one dude doesn't go far enough and the other guy keeps going. Now, if we take that as a, let's say, interest, you have a goal, right? You have a goal, you want to get it. But if you stop before you hit that goal, you will never get it. If you stop and say, you know what, I can put it off for one more day, that will never come. Most people will say, I'll put it off for the next day. And you know what happens? Do you know what happens? They don't. They don't come back to it. 9 times out of 10, that's why people fail. It's because they put it off. They put it off until a different day. And they fail. Because they forget about it. It gets buried in their mind. And then when they finally remember, it's already too late. They failed. Now, from that standpoint, you have two options. You can either choose to, go back and bring it up and try again. Or option B, sulk in your sorrows and leave it. Now, I hope everyone here, I hope everyone choose option A, which is go back, try again. Because you don't want to soak in your sorrows. You don't. You honestly don't. You really don't. There's nothing fun about it. There's nothing funny about sulking in your own sorrows. Like, option B, no one should ever choose option B. No one should ever choose it. Option B is for losers. The people that say, "Oh, I've tried." You haven't. You haven't tried. If you immediately try something and you fail at it, and you say, you know, I'm just going to go with option B and not try to do it again, you fail. You failed. That's what it is. You failed at it. And you don't try again, you fail again. I shouldn't say you're a failure, but you just failed yourself. You failed yourself. Just in your mind, you had mindset of, I can do this. And then all of a sudden, you turn around for a whole 180 and say, you know, I'm done. I don't want to do this. You failed yourself as a person. You can't fail yourself. You can't. If you fail you don't want to fail yourself. If you fail yourself, that brings down all your morale. So then the next time you think you have a good idea, you know, and you want to try it, guess what? You remember, hey, I failed once. Do I really want to go through this? Then you start questioning yourself. Like, oh, do I really want to try this again? Because what happens if I try it and I fail? In the first place, this is going to be kind of rude, but no, actually, it's not rude. Never choose to fail. Some kid just stole your, you know, well, that's actually a bad representation. You're running a business and your competitor is lowering prices, and you take it as you fail because now all your customers are going to him. One up them. Keep your prices the same, but offer deals. Because yes, people people like lower prices, but more people, 9 times out of 10, like better deals. That's what separates the winners from the losers. Is the winners, they'll try something, fail at it, but they'll keep trying. The losers, however, they'll try something, fail at it, and then just give up. You can't do that, my friend. You cannot. Once you say, I give up, you immediately give all control over to the side of your body that wants to stroke in your sadness. And then what happens? You ruin friendships. You ruin relationships. Hell, you don't even smile anymore. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I was at that point too. Honestly, I'm at that point. But I just want to, give up and just say I quit. But you know what? You know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to do that. I'm not just going to sit around and quit on myself. I'm not. I'm going to keep working. Keep working, keep grinding. Just when you think, I want to be a streamer. I really do. But guess what? There's so many better streamers out there. That they've been doing this for longer than I have. I mean, granted, my channel's been up for 6 years, but I'm not consistent with it. I was never consistent. That's where I failed. I wasn't consistent. So now I'm back trying to do it. But it wasn't even like, I didn't want to be consistent. It was, I had more important stuff. I had school, I had work. And now I'm ready to take that risk. I'm ready to come back at it. And I failed it once. So I'm already at, can I do it? And you know what I say to that? You can do anything you put your mind to. Mind over power. Power over, mind over power. Anything you think you can do, give it a try. You want to go skydiving, but you're afraid? Man, kill fears. honestly, like, respectively, fuck your fucking fears. That's why people do Fear Factor. That show was made to beat your fears. That's why that show was made. So if you say, oh, I'm afraid to do, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that, fuck your fears, try it. You need to fight your fears. So once you remember, I don't know how to word this. Once you want to try something that you were afraid of before, it's easier to try it. You always want to go in with a clear mind space when you want to try something. Especially something you feel. You can't... You basically have to calm yourself before anything. If you calm yourself, you're more likely to overcome your fear, I would say. More likely. Because it's proven, once you're calm, heart rate's less elevated, you start thinking more clearly. And if you think, you want to try to, let's say, this would be for me. I have a fear of spiders. I don't like spiders. I have arachnophobia. But it's not, like, terribly bad. But it is still arachnophobia. But I will still try holding spiders. Because I want to get over that fear. Now, that's kind of a bad fear to go off of because you can, that fear is kind of stupid. Fear of spiders. That's a very stupid fear, I'm gonna be honest with you. Be honest with myself. I feel fucking stupid for being afraid of it. Now, a real fear, let's say you're afraid of heights. Okay? One of my buddies, he's afraid of heights. And I tell him the same thing. You have to overcome it. You're afraid of heights, try to go skydiving, do something. Gravitational pull's actually wild. Anyways, okay. No, not this shit. There we go. Anyways, back to us. My buddy, he has a fear of heights. My best advice that I could ever give him. I know I probably told him this, but he probably doesn't remember. And I know he probably will watch this. You have to overcome the fear. You're afraid of it? That's fine to be afraid. Everyone gets afraid. Everyone. You have to try to overcome your fear. Start off slow. Like, if you're afraid of heights, climb ladders. Easiest. That's like the first step. Because you're higher on an elevation. Then, once you start getting comfortable with that, expand. Try going up taller buildings. Without looking down, because that's how people get scared. That's how that is. If you look down when you're afraid of heights, that's going to make you afraid even more. Because you're looking down and then your mind starts putting, hey, I'm going to fall, even though you're in no position for it. But your mind wants you to think that because it doesn't want to do it. So your mind is going to try to tell you whatever it is so you don't do it. But you know what I say that? Fuck your mind, bro. If you are going to try to, try to get over fear heights, you gotta start off. Go up a ladder. That starts getting easier. Go up a taller building, not a skyscraper yet. Skyscraper's like one of the last few things I would seem to do. but to fully overcome your fear, I would say skydive. Skydive will probably be the best way to overcome your fear, but you have to build up to it. Try not just to say, oh yeah, go skydive, you'll get over your fear. No, you have to build up to it. So it's like my best advice. If you have a fear and you don't want to overcome it, or you're like, no, I will never get over it. That's a lie. You just have to. You just have to try. Say fuck everything and actually give it a try. 500, how much is this one? Sets. 45. Ammo. Oh, Jesus. That's my best advice. If you're... Oh my god. And I can't just pause this. I need... God. My girlfriend's alarm's going off. I can't pause this, otherwise I die. Well, I don't die, I just can't pause it. I can finish this wave before I can even turn that off. But let's say, let's say another thing. Let's say you have a crush, but you're afraid to ask him out. You miss 100% of the shots you will not take. Even if you take a shot, you can still miss. Look at most basketball players. They've taken shots that they've missed. And you know what? That didn't deter them. No, it made them happy. It made them actually happy. It made them keep trying to win. And don't keep trying to do it. You know? Oh god. It made them realize, hey, I have to get better at this. But like, you miss 100% of shots you don't take. And even if you take the shot, you can still miss. But you have to realize, the worst thing that they could say is no. That's like bare minimum. Yes, if they say no, you'll be hurt. You can't let that get you down, though. You cannot. You cannot let that get you down. Because if they know that got you down, they'll use it as leverage against you. So if you ever, let's say you do it, you ask, they say no. If you ever see them, you have to act happy. No matter how much it hurts, or how much you don't want to, you have to act happy. Actually, you don't even have to act happy, you just have to be happy. You know, that's kind of hard in this world. It's a lot easier, early on, but as stuff happens, life happens, stuff that, you think wouldn't ever happens, family member dies, and that puts you in a bad mood, because you're like, oh my god, my family member just died. Grieve. If you need to grieve. That's normal. It's normal for that. But that's understandable if you get depressed over it. But being depressed over a woman or a guy that said no, that's not reasonable. And, if this does blow up, if people go in the comments and say, oh, you've never been in love. Yes, I have. I've been in multiple relationships, sadly. And they've all ended roughly the same. Either I got rejected, or I got broken up with. You know what? I'm not sad. Because I know it was probably for the best. Because when relationships fail, that's an eye-opener. It should be that, hey, maybe this wasn't meant to be. And a lot of people, whenever it happens, like, oh, it was meant to be, we were supposed to be soulmates. Obviously not. Like, very obviously not. I mean, I don't want to be that guy and say, blah blah blah, fuck love and all that. But like, there's times in life where I will say this: love is not the main thing. Love is not the main thing you need to be focused on in your life. If you're down in the dumps with your mental, you need to focus on that before thinking about dating. You have to be in the right headspace for anything. Because if you're not in that right headspace, shit happens, and they break up, or they, they, them, he, her, they break up. That'll put you deeper in that bad headspace, and you don't want to go there. You don't want to go to the bad headspace. That's the thing with anything, is no matter how bad stuff is, you can't let the bad headspace win. You can't. Once the bad headspace wins, it's kinda over. I wouldn't say it's over. It's, you stop caring about yourself. You stop caring about others. Once that happens, you just want to be left alone. You want to rot away till nothing. That's understandable. I understand it. But you can come back. That's why mental health is so fucking important. Like, I know people joke, but like, mental health for anyone is important, but like, guys' mental health, and I know a lot of people shit on it, which, that's fucking insane for those people that will disrespect mental health, any mental health. Most guys do not speak out. Most guys will not speak out. And I mean, it's sad, but it's true. Most guys will not speak out about it. I hate that. And if I feel, yes, I was also raised, hide the emotions, be the man. But I've grown, I've learned that it's better to express your feelings than keep them bottled up. So if you keep them bottled up for so long, they take over. But yes, mental health is so fucking important. Like, 9 times out of 10, everyone cares about women's mental health, but real fight, especially with men, happens when no one is around. When they're just in a blank room, looking at a wall in the dark. That's when their mental fights begin. That's when they have time to look back and reflect on everything. Every little ounce of stuff they did, everything. It's not fun. It's really not. It's completely sad that people go through shit that I feel sorry for. I don't know people that go through that shit. Well, I do know some, but like everyone that's, doesn't speak about mental health, my best advice, and I know people don't want to hear it and they don't want to take it, would be to speak out and talk to someone. If you're in school and your mental health is already bombed, go talk to a teacher, go talk to a school therapist, go talk to someone. You may think, hey, they won't care. They will. I'm gonna be honest, I was like that. Well, I didn't care about school. I didn't. I only started taking school serious my senior year. Well, junior, senior. That's when I got my GPA up. I went from a 2 to a 3.9. Now people may think, oh, that doesn't matter. Yes, that is true, because I have most successful people had no lower GPA. And people are like, oh, GPA doesn't matter. Bro, why is there one wrong? Anyways. How many alarms does she set? Only 7. 740. But that matters. So if you have a problem at school, you don't feel like you can't talk it out, you can. I mean, hell, if you have a bad day, come into my chat. I will talk to you, man. If you just are having a bum day and you feel like you need someone to talk to, man, I will be here. When I'm live, if you have a bad day, please come talk to me. I will try to give the best advice I possibly can. Because I care. I care about this world. I care about people being better. I care about everyone's mental health, because it's not a funny thing. Mental health, that's not funny at all. I remember growing up, and when my dad got let go technically, because they sold the restaurant he worked at. When the owner sold that and he was out of work, I saw him. I saw him break down. I saw him be like, what do I do now? I was a chef for 20 plus years. And he kind of just got into that whole, he kind of broke down a little bit. And he probably thinks no one remembers that. I remember it. I do. And I mean, yeah, hold up. Tune up. Fuck. But yeah, I remember all this. I don't remember it fully, because I was a child at the time. I was very young when this happened. But my dad told me stories that when that happened, he kind of he got bummed the fuck out. He started getting depressed. I mean, I couldn't do anything at the time. And now, I tried to. I mean, I talk to him, I hang out with him, I play games. We watch PlayStation, so we have game. We play it. We have gaming nights. And I feel that helps him, which seems like it does. Because I never want to go back in that headspace. Never. Frankly, I never want to see anyone in that headspace. It's completely not. It's sad. It is to see people in that headspace, and they feel like I can't do anything right. They feel no matter what, I'm a failure. They're not a failure. yes, if you don't try fits, then you're a failure. Because if you just sit around and stalk away and go, you know, wait, you know, stop being, I don't know how to say this. If you don't help yourself, if you say, hey, I'm a failure, and, you know, you don't help yourself, yes, you are a failure if you don't say that. You are a failure if you are not willing to help yourself. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, I was just you need to talk out to someone. You need to. And if you have no one to talk to, man, there's no helplines out there. There's helplines, there's, you know, there's people out there that will help you. Yes, you know, people that are doing the helping, they're getting paid to, but that doesn't mean they do not care. Yes, there's gonna be some scummy fucking therapists out there that, you know, they're like, oh, I'll help you, but then they don't care about you. Yes, there will be those. But the best therapy I will say that I've done is I've sat in a room by myself for 20 minutes and just talked everything out. Vent all your frustrations, vent all your anger, just vent it. Of course, not, you know, I would say don't do it around people. I mean, you can do it around people, but it might have an impact on how they see you. Which, if that does, they're not friends. They're not true friends. True friends will, if that does ever happen, true friends will listen, be like, holy shit, dude, I didn't know you were going through that, why didn't you tell us? Then, they will try to help you however they can. Yeah. That's why I love my friends. That's exactly how they are. They'll see me down in the dumps and be like, hey, how you doing? Are you okay? And you know what? I love them for that. Because then I don't feel like I'm being forgotten. I love my friends for that. And I only have 2 real friends. And that's my boy Sisto and Ethan. Those two, those are my ride or die. Those are my homies. Those are like people I'll defend with my name. Full on it, I would defend their name. I mean, so if you can build a group of people that you can trust with any information you give them, which I know it's hard to build trust with people if you've been there before. And you know it's hard. But if you can build trust with that group, you know, let's say you have 1 or 2 people and you know you can start building trust with them, do it. 9 times out of 10, those are the two that will be there to pull you out of the rough. I mean, yeah, I bitch and, in my other recordings, I always bitch at my buddies, but it's like, they know it makes me mad, but like, yeah. But it makes me, it puts a smile on my face. It does. Because I'm having fun with my friends. So you need to, especially in school, this is a big thing. You join a group of people, because in school, everyone wants to be in a group. But you have to realize by the end of school, you're either half you on talking, and it's just you and someone else, or you don't talk to any of them, and then you have to find your friend. So you can't really trust. You can't really say, oh, you guys are my best friends in school, because it may not end up that way. Luckily for me, it ended that way. I have sister and Ethan. They're my best friend. I've known them in school, and we had a group. We had a trio, and that's all we ever been, is a trio. Yes, we had different friend groups. That's fine, but it wasn't. Like, I don't talk to anyone else besides those two. Like, any other friends I would have made, I don't talk to. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with not talking out of those groups. As long as I have my boys, I know I'm fine. Now, groups can have fallen outs. So even if you get a group of best friends, you could have fallen out. But here's the thing with that. I'll say, we joke a whole lot. I mean, it's maybe not the nicest of joking, but you have to kind of spread it. Because, our group consists of 2 white guys and a Mexican guy. Half, Mexican, half white. And, we crack wise. Oh, God, me and Ethan crack wise at sister. Oh, we say some devious stuff. And you know what? He throws it right back. That's how I know our friendship's going to last. It's, they're not being butthead over comments. No. It's, hey, you just made a comment, I'm gonna make one back. And then you just keep the back and forth banter. That's how you can tell if your friendship's gonna last. It's when, you make some devious comments and people start, your friend group is like, oh man, you should really stop doing that, or like, when I say devious, I don't mean like, full on racist. I don't mean that. Like, God, please. What I mean by devious is, you have a fat buddy, call him a fat ass. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Because, actually, and I shit you not, there are statistics out there that believe I've seen that a lot of men that go to the gym, I shit you not, are mainly because their buddies kept railing them. I call them a fat ass and everything. Well, that's hella funny to me. It is. I find that so funny. no, I mean, that's what you need. You need to find a group that, no matter what jokes you crack, they're gonna throw it back. That, why is that right? Okay, hold on. I'm missing the whole, I'm losing the plot here. I honestly just came on here to play and talk. Just talk about everything in life. If I had to re-choose my life, and I had to re-choose my friends, I wouldn't choose. I love being me. I'm fine with being me. I love my friends. In a non-homo way, I love my homies. They just make me feel like I'm here. And I will definitely say this, those guys have probably gotten me through some fucking dark times. Like, when I first met them, my mental health was not that good, I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't. Yeah, I would joke around and everything, but I put on the mask. I put on a happy face. I put on a whole ass fucking delusion to make me happy. But then, I just started talking with these guys and started becoming friends, and now my mental health is so much better right now, and I couldn't thank them enough for that. And I don't know if I want to edit this or not. I'm not. I'm just full on. But I'm so thankful for those guys. Even if they don't know that. Well, I don't know if they'll know. But I just want people to know that there are people out there. There are people out there that can help you. That's, I would say, the best way I've seen stuff help is people have found, like, small streamers. I will not make this up. People have found small streamers, and those people are, like, I've found some pretty small streamers. You know what I've noticed? They usually always talk to their chat. So they'll see everything. Bigger streamers, they'll look barely look at it. They'll be like, oh, I have so many people, I'm not reading chat. These small streamers, though, they'll take time. I mean, I understand managing a lot, managing it with a lot of subscribers, or subs, whatever you do it on, is hard, but, like, what I've noticed is small streamers, they're trying to make it big, and they'll talk to the audience a lot more because they don't just want to be talking to the fucking brick wall. I mean, I'm not trying to think, bro. I'm bad at words, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Actually, I might cut this into, like, 2 videos so that, like... Actually, I'll die this round. I don't know. But those people, those small streamers... yes, most of them will stop. You know, if they do make a video, most of them will stop reading the chat. They won't see that. But let me tell you, there are the select few streamers, like small streamers, that will read that chat and be like, you know, they'll stop. They'll keep reading no matter what. They will. I plan to be one of those. No matter what happens in life, I plan to, you know, to talk. I plan on it. That's why I'm always happy when I get people in my chat. You know, I actually want to start conversations. And I just. Oh, this is the wall. Robot's guns. We don't pay to win here. Missions? Almost. Challenges? Almost. But what I wanna leave off is, if you need help, reach out. If you're not doing fine mentally, reach out, please. I mean, I've talked about a lot of stuff on this, so I think I'm just gonna leave there. So have a good one. Please like and sub, and I will see you guys later.